Hello, world.
Hi.
Hey, Buck, can you put a link to this in Discord? I don't know if I did.
I did.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't very long ago, but I did.
Because I was going to say, and there he is. I know Francisco was going to join us.
Yeah.
There
Right
he
now I'm
is.
trying. Hi, Cisco.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. By the way, Todd, I recovered from my oops.
Did you? Okay, good.
Yeah. Well, the problem was I didn't mind deleting one of the videos, but I deleted 110, 111, 112, and 113 of my basically the last 3.5 hours of my life.
Why would you delete
Oh
those?
no.
Because after I burn them into the video that's going on to YouTube, I delete the original file. I didn't
Oh
mean
no.
to delete those ones, but it happened, and I was like, "Oh, thank you, Windows, for giving me a recycle bin."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not really
You should.
gone.
Why don't you keep them?
Because I can't have the ones that I burnt with burnt to a intro and outro on.
Oh, I see.
See how I am?
And even
Yeah, you
after
don't
they're
keep
gone
the
from the
raw
recycle
footage.
bin, they're not really gone.
No.
I've recovered stuff because it just marks the index as being empty. You can still get stuff out of it.
Yeah, I just have to have somebody like Todd help me out.
So we'll go around the horn real quick. I am going to be painting my Titanic Stage 12, Pack 12, 63 to 68. We're going to be digging all the parts out of these 6-packs that need to be painted so I can get all the pre-painting
Nice.
done. And if I have time, I have I bought some syringes. I'm going to try to stab the bubbles on my deck with some super glue. Maybe that'll work. To get some of the bubbles to stay down permanently. How about you, Buck? That looks familiar.
Well, this isn't what I'm going to work on. This is just what I've worked on all day.
Oh, nice.
I'm very happy. So let me get this off the bench. I have one more pack that I didn't get to because I didn't know if I could do it inside of 30 minutes. So let me get this off of the bench, and I will actually move stuff on the bench that I'm thinking about. Well, I'm bringing over 4 kits, and one of them is going to get started today because it's Halloween group build time.
Oh, I haven't even seen anybody talk about that. All
I
right, well, you're
did.
doing that. Well, somebody brought it up. Francisco, what are you working on?
Howdy. I've got a couple different things. I have this 3D printed model of Europa Clipper, the satellite that we saw getting built at JPL.
Yes.
And so I'll probably be assembling and painting this. I have some contrasting color parts to make it look interesting. And then the other thing I'm doing is I'm working on designing a battery bank with some pouch cells that I took from a broken laptop. And so these pouch cells are still like in really good shape. And each one is like almost 9 watt hours. And yes, that is blood on there from when I cracked it open. I bleed a lot when I work with batteries.
So basically, there's a good chance you might set yourself on fire.
Well, I'm just doing. I'm gonna do like design work today, so I'm gonna try and like lay out the case and stuff. The actual like welding and stuff won't happen till I get the board in. I ordered it from AliExpress, so it won't be here for like another week or two.
I got
But it'll do 100. It should be able to do 100 watts over a Type-C port, which is pretty good. This will power that for at 100 watts. This should power it for like, I don't know, 45 minutes.
Excellent.
Very
So
cool.
if you build something like that, running, and I can plug it into my Ecto at I think 6 volts, I should be able to plug that in and have it run for a year.
Probably, yeah. It should have about it should have just shy of like 80 watt hours. So yeah, it should be able to run whatever you need basically forever. It'll be great.
Excellent.
Cool.
I see you, Lee. I know Lee's in the back, and he's in the backstage. I'm gonna let Lee in. Lee, what are you working on?
I've got a cardboard kit on the bench, and I'm not on a laptop no more. I'm finally on a tower.
There you go.
Very cool.
You sound great.
Oh, I've only had it since Wednesday, mate. I'm still getting used to it. It's crazy. I've got an A1 cutting mat, and I didn't know what. Come Wednesday, I didn't know what to do with it because I moved the laptop off it, and I thought I've got a bigger workspace than I'm used to.
Excellent. It looks like you have an extra I in layout in your title there.
Oh,
Les
yeah.
huit.
No, that's French for that's les huit.
Yeah, les huit.
it needs changing.
And then the other one says let run traz and build. That's more
Oh,
French.
yeah.
We'll
That's
let
French
you
as
get
well.
that. Yeah. Oh, Buck. Okay, Buck. Is this decision time?
It
What we
is
got here?
decision time. I just thought I'd throw this out to the world and ask what everybody thought. I have all the weirdos. I have all the Jolly Rogers. I've done one weirdo a couple of years ago. I did one Jolly Roger. I'm just wondering what everybody thinks I should knock out in the next 6 weeks.
Freddie
I
Flame
narrowed
out.
it down to the. Pardon?
I've corrected it.
You said Freddie Flame out?
Freddie Flame out.
What do you think, Cisco? Who is muted?
My vote is escape the tentacles of fate, because I bet you could do really cool lighting with that barrel.
Okay, what do you think, Lee?
I'm gonna say the Freddie Lima.
Ah, you guys are all wrong because my wife and I talked about it yesterday, and that's the one that won.
Okay,
So either way,
Cool.
we weren't getting a vote on it, were we?
okay, but I expect you to paint them like I have the higher ground.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean what's his name?
Anakin.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Well, actually, Anakin didn't have the higher ground, and I'm not. I'm gonna paint some, but can you tell? Can you see in the camera? This is a little bit different kind of plastic.
Oh yeah, it's like glow in the dark.
It is.
Dude, that's awesome. I love glow in the dark plastic.
So some of it's gonna get painted, some of it is not. And this looks like nope. This one doesn't have any decals, I don't think.
Doesn't have any decals.
Oh, Matt. The A1 Matt, I've never had anything stored on it.
I'm gonna get to chat real quick. I'm gonna skip you, Lee, since you're here. Gordon's here. Say hi to Gordon.
Hey, Gordon.
Hi, Gordon.
Hey, Gordon.
Somebody's
Hey,
microwave's
Gordon.
done.
And Eric's here, but not here.
What?
Get up, Eric. Come on, you've got your tower working now. Come on, get on panel.
As soon as he got the tower, he quit coming to the streams.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Kenneth
I
says
need-
afternoon, everybody. Ian, Donnie, Todd, Eric.
Kenneth.
Oh, no Buck.
It looks
Sorry,
like I'll
Buck.
keep joining then, doesn't it? If Eric can't join, I'll join then.
Oh, I'm not. Well, no, Todd, I have to agree with Kenneth. I am not a great role model. Don't do what I did. You know, I mentioned it on Discord today. I have 6 finished part works and 7 that I'm working on. Just don't do that.
Man,
I
I,
think-
gotta
I
say.
think-
Well, what, I'm sorry. I'm just looking at these prints coming off this machine. This is a really good printer.
Are you happy with your? This is FDM, right?
Yeah, it's an FDM. So it's still an Anycubic, but this is the Cobra 2. And I was
Okay.
like tweaking the settings last night to make it run way fast. So it has like a sport mode, which is hilarious. And I even tweaked that, so it was running like, I don't know, 40% faster than it did out of the box. And the quality on the prints is still really nice.
So it's filament, not resin.
Correct.
Okay, because you know that's I don't have a 3D printer. Not planning on it at this point. So
Yeah.
you have to speak English for me.
Oh yeah. So FDM is like fused deposit filament depositing model or something. But yeah. So basically, it takes a string of plastic and squirts it out using a hot needle.
Okay, so FPM translated to English is melted plastic.
Yes. And then resin is UV reactive goop that you shine
Oh,
UV light into.
I have UV reacted goop, but just mine's in a little tube.
Yes. So imagine a whole vat of that, And then you let it expose only very specific areas, layer by layer, and that's HTM,
Yeah.
or that's resin. Sorry. Also known as SLA, which is selective layer something.
Yeah, stuff.
Stuff.
At the moment, because I'm trying to find my best scalpel. I've had it today and I can't think where to put it.
Oh, this is cool.
What is it?
This is cool.
What's cool? Is it a
This
shield?
lantern. Huh?
Oh, it's a lantern. Cool.
Yeah.
You got to put LEDs in that, Buck.
One UV LED, which should be awesome.
Oh, because it'll like power up the glow, won't it?
It will.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, there it is. I was trying to figure out where it went, and that is perfect. It goes right here, so it's actually on the base to where running a wire into it would be a piece of cake.
Oh, nice and invisible. Good.
Yep. And then yeah, just throw some tape across there. Paint the
yeah.
rest of the lantern body black.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve. Eric says he totally wants a resin printer. You're not allowed to have a resin printer unless you come on the stream, ever.
Yeah.
Not even one that Ian's
Okay.
throwing out.
I love this. In this little model that NASA made, it's all like on sprues and stuff. So I'm sitting here still having to like cut things off sprues.
Very
This is
cool.
the closest thing to real modeling I've ever done.
Well, I'll be honest, these Lindbergh Jolly Roger series kits, they're pretty close to real modeling too.
Oh, cool.
Almost, but not quite. Now, these are fun kits that
Nice.
are quick to put together. Matter of fact, there we go. There's a thought.
Uh-oh. Careful. Don't overheat your brain.
There you go. Think I can do it in 5 days?
Freddy Flameout in 5 days?
Yeah, yeah,
I think so.
yeah. The our end of year, nothing is we don't do any official group builds, but our end of year between Christmas and New Year's 5 day, build it like a maniac group build,
Yeah.
basically.
Ooh. I didn't even realize that was a thing, but I already know what I want to do.
Well,
Okay. Looks like
here's
I'm
the-
using a scalpel. I
here's
don't
the fun
like
part.
using.
So a couple of years ago, I did an A380,
Uh-huh.
1/244 scale.
Ooh. Nice.
Last year, I did I don't remember if it was a Cessna. I did a light aircraft. So
Okay.
Freddy Flameout actually fits right into that.
That's just your end of year thing, is to do light aircraft.
Well, it's been aircraft for the past few years.
Nice.
What the heck? It used to
so-
be. Used to be these little coins came as a whole piece filled in. Now it's just. And by the way, these are worthless pieces. I'll throw it away, to be honest.
Have you been playing more Star Citizen or whatever? What's the game called that we're playing?
Starfield.
Todd?
No,
Starfield?
I have not because
Oh.
I have been.
Found it.
What's up? What's up, Lee?
I couldn't find your best. You know when you've got your best scalpel, you've got about 7, but you've got your certain one that's in your hand. I couldn't find it, and I've just found it.
I have been catching up on all of the builds that I've done and haven't done the pages for.
Ah, I see.
So I've released like
Doing homework.
six issues of stages, like 30-some stages. I'll have more Enterprise out today.
Nice.
Ooh. That
Speaking of which, catching up and stuff like that. You realize today is day 31 straight of doing videos?
Because you're nuts.
Yes.
No,
I do.
That's book though, isn't it?
No, see, Todd, that's the thing. Is like today, I spent about 4 hours working on Partworks. And like you said, I'm doing a stage at a time on the videos, which that equates to about 7 videos. I can do a week worth of videos in one day.
Nice.
I can't grumble. I've filmed about a week's videos today.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've got one
Is it
coming
any
out.
less fun if you have to do it that way?
I've got a good one coming out tomorrow, and it's a total game changer to me. I've gone down the airbrush route.
There you go.
Oh, put it this way: you need to go and have a look at the video tomorrow. It's not a hint, but I've gone full out with the airbrush. The airbrush video. All I'm gonna say is it involves a compressor, but I think I've gone overboard. I've even bought a decent airbrush as well. I don't think you've seen it.
My son's recording still, and I just saw that I have a 26-minute video that doesn't have 26 minutes worth of videos on it.
Here we go. My new toy.
There you go. It looks
Wait
good.
till you see that. Wait till you see this. I haven't used it.
I'll be back, guys.
Look at this. It's got the side feed.
A lot of people like the side feed, so the tank's not in the way when you're using it.
Yeah, but as well as the side feed, it's got the jar as well.
Now
It's
I don't particularly like the jar. That's not a. It uses a lot of paint.
Yeah, I would be using the jar. I'll only use the side feed, but yeah, I'm only going to use it for paint, spraying my locos and everything. And I've got a cardboard box spray booth built at the moment, but it's changing to a proper one. If you see, I will be getting a proper spray booth because my plan is, as everyone knows, what paints are coming here in November after Telford? Outlaw paints. And I want to get the outlaw paints. Oh, back in a minute. The other arse ringing me. I'll have to run downstairs.
And it just got quiet, Francisco.
Sorry, I was on the phone with my mother. She was at Costco, and she's like, "Hey, there's a pinball machine here." I was like, "What?" Like, yeah, that's a Star Wars digital pinball machine for $800. I was like, "Do not buy that."
Yeah.
It's like, "Are you sure you don't want it?" I was like, "No, I do not want it."
You know, I have kicked around the idea of buying a pinball machine for a long time.
Like a real one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a real one. But there's only one I would get,
Yeah.
and
Which one?
it's Adam's Family, and it's very expensive because it's one of the most popular ones for a reason.
What's the reason?
It's really good.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good reason for it to be expensive.
But then I think about the amount of noise it would make.
So much noise.
So loud. And even if you turn the volume down, all the mechanics are
Yeah,
so loud.
clink, clink, clink. Crisp flat.
Bumpers, and it's all electromechanical, you know what I mean? So it's just stupid loud. So it's not like you can play it quietly.
No.
Paint me a little bench. Another bench? Where is that? There we go.
Oh, that's a pretty good bench, Todd.
Another Titanic bench.
Dude, that looks good.
All right.
Meanwhile, I'm drilling out receiver holes for the high gain space antennas. Look, it printed this out. I love that. This is a printed piece.
That's a
And it
pretty
just
good print.
slots.
You know what? It's getting to the point now where the filament printers are getting just as good as the resin ones.
Yeah, I think resin definitely has its place. Like for honestly, I think for most modelers, resin is definitely the way to go.
Yeah, resin is the way. Resin is the way
Yeah.
to go with printers.
Because you guys have so much more patience to like do all the post processing shit, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not that. So I just want to like print stuff out and play with it, and for that, FDM is the way to go.
I have no patience.
Oh, well, you might want to get an FDM machine then.
Uh-uh.
No, but you like, I don't know, if you like fiddly shit, like that's, you know, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. That's just how they are. Oh god, I lost my antenna. Oh, here.
Andrew must have got home.
Yep, that's why I stepped away for a minute, and then the dogs are like, "Yeah, mom's home. Let's yell."
Oh god, this could be drastic. I've got a new blade in my scalpel.
Wait,
So
new blade.
I printed some of the panels in this like sort of metallic.
I'll blame Buck. I'll blame Buck if anything happens.
I would too.
Okay, I'm
blame the Buck guy.
going to be coming on your stream more anyway, so yeah. You see, as I'm sorting my tower out now. I thought I'll come on your streams on a Sunday.
So the only question is, since you got a new scalpel or new blade on the scalpel, is your insurance paid up?
I don't know. I'd have to ask me other. I'd have to ask Jackie that one. He's the one that pays it. That's who just rung me, Dad. I just said, "What time have I got till?" Before we got it. I said to her, I promised her because she's helped. I wouldn't have the tower if it wasn't for her. She spent a lot of money on me getting this tower sorted to get me back up and running. I was off the internet. I was off YouTube for about a week. I couldn't upload nothing, and it was doing me head in. But I had the tower because it's the next YouTubers, and I put it into the shop, and it was done within 2 days.
Well,
What was
the
that,
tower-
Francisco? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was asking him. He was talking about his printing.
Oh yeah, so I printed some parts out in this like metallic blue. So I printed 2 sets of these are just like the full solar arrays. So I think I want to take the blue set and hack it up and just pull out the individual blue pieces, because to me this looks like a solar panel.
Yeah.
And then adhere that over the silver one to make it actually look like there's a panel on a silver board. I think that's going to look good. Yeah, I think that's the...
I really, really love Lindbergh kits.
Why?
Well, because I'm looking at this. Let me see if it is gonna. Nah, it's not gonna show better in there. But it looks like it's a 10-7 is the part number that's on the sprue, and it asks for part 8C. But this is the part. I love Lindbergh kits for that. We're going to label the sprue, but we're going to label it wrong.
Why didn't I put the batteries for me cordless mouse on charge? You know when you haven't done something and yet you've been streaming yourself, you do it and think, nah, it'll be fine.
I do that with my headphones all the time.
I ain't got headphones on.
That one's trashed. That one's trashed.
Whoops. I moved a part over next to the keyboard for the Ecto 1, and it's a good thing I found it because it would really suck if I didn't have the inside of one of the wheel wells.
Hey, I tell you now though, Todd, you know your computers, don't you? The CPU on the laptop when it was streaming, do you know what it was getting up to?
Are you talking about temperature-wise?
Yeah,
What's that?
it was getting up to 89.
90 degrees Celsius. It's
Depends
hot,
on the
but
generation.
It's not, yeah, I mean that's pretty hot, but it's not like disastrous hot. It's
Oh,
warm.
eventually it won't let me stream with it no more. The tower,
Well,
the laptop.
it'll probably it throttles. It probably throttles depending on how hot it is.
Oh yeah, it was bottling. That's why I'm on a tower now. That was half of my issue. I was trying to run what I was trying to be set up, and it just wasn't viable. I got on the tower, and I'm not looked back now. I'm waiting to get the funds together to get a third monitor. I've got two monitors at the moment. There's a third monitor coming.
Not sure a third monitor. Honestly, I've got two, and I'm not sure where I would put a third monitor.
I've already got a space for it, Buck. Where I am now, I'm on one bench. I've got two monitors on one bench. I want a third monitor facing from the other bench because I can only just see one monitor on the other bench. So I want a third monitor. I've already got a spare port on the back. I've got the DPI one outlet on it. It's just getting a monitor for it.
Well, that is one thing too. At one point, I looked at putting a third monitor on this system, and then I realized that the system says, no, not so much. You can't do that.
Yeah, I've already had the computer shop that had me tower. He's already
That's what I'm saying is this computer doesn't have a third spot to plug a video
mine
into.
does. I've got the double socket for the VC, and as well as that, I've got a DPI lead that's already set up on it. It's already set up and everything. So yeah. Where is the instructions? Oh, the instructions are. Yeah.
Eric says, "Are you feeling okay, Todd? It sounds like you have a cold." You know what? I don't know. I don't feel okay. I don't know what's going on, but I had this cough last night that was driving me insane for whatever reason. So if
I felt like that when I woke up this morning.
If I sound weird, that would be why.
I'll be honest. Yesterday, I tried to wipe myself out. I spent about 4 hours mowing the front yard because it needed it.
Youch.
Well, the mowing wasn't bad. The weed eating wasn't bad. It was going back and around the air conditioner and a spot where we've got just a plant with some white rock. Yeah, we had weeds that were like really, really trying to keep control. And I'm like, no, I don't think so.
I refuse. Get off my lawn. Is that what you said to him, Buck?
Exactly. That's exactly what I said. And they said, make us.
Yeah.
And I was like, fine. Not happy about this, but fine.
Yeah. Todd, I like that you made me buy these curved blade X-Acto blades. These are fun.
Yep. I told you. You got to have 11s. You got to have 10s at a minimum.
Oh yeah, 11s are a godsend.
Don't forget the 18s.
I can't get them here. I love the 18s, but our model shop hasn't got them.
I think that's what this is, at least. By 18.
Oh, God.
By 18, Lee, you mean the chisel blade, right?
Yes, our model shop can't get them.
Who'd you piss off?
No one.
Oh, you
Jim
had to piss
X-Acto.
somebody off.
Pissed off Jim X-Acto.
Let's see if I can find the other blade we can't get here as well. I don't know if I've got one. Not the chisel one. I ain't got one because it's a chisel one as well, but there's another blade I can't get.
It probably is COVID, Steve. But I don't leave the house very often, so I was trying to figure out where it was. But I did last week go to a water park with my girlfriend, so
Oh, you definitely caught COVID there.
yeah.
Or something else. COVID's probably the better option.
How was the water park, Todd?
It was the Great Wolf Lodge, and it was actually pretty good. Yeah, no, it was
Good.
pretty fun.
Good. Isn't there? Don't they have like a? Did you guys stay there?
Yeah.
So isn't there like a whole thing with the kids where they can get like magic wands and shit?
Oh yeah, there's this thing called Magic Quest where they get wands and run around the hallways. You know,
Did they
pointing
do
at-
that?
Yeah. Her kids, no.
Oh.
They just like getting in the water.
Okay. That's fun.
There's no lines on this where the light's gonna be.
Now I've lost the instructions. I've got them.
No, Lee, those are not instructions. Those are suggestions.
Yeah. It is a super quick kit, and I hate the cardboard super quick. You've got to do a lot of reinforcing on them. It's a 172 scale cardboard kit. That's what I'm building. 3 separate buildings, retain low relief. I've just finished one build. That was the train hotel. With door and windows, and I've done grass on it and everything. Just finished that. I was meant to look at it on my own stream, but I decided against it and ran trains instead.
How was the Friday night stream?
It's good.
It was good. And matter of fact, to update where I left off, because I was going to let things dry, the bow of the chaperone stayed together. So now I just have to sand it down. Or not, it wasn't the bow, the back end. I need to sand it down on that one side, and I need to glue that part that broke off back in. I had a part of the back by the stern wheel broke off.
Why'd you break it?
Yeah, why'd you do that, Buck?
I thought Eric and got really irritated.
Was Eric on the stream?
No, that's why I got irritated.
Oh. Have we checked to see if he's actually alive?
He
Well,
was in
he's
chat earlier.
yeah. That
Yeah,
doesn't mean he's
probably
alive.
now.
That doesn't mean he's alive, but
Exactly.
at least he's been around a little bit.
Somebody's logged into his account.
Yeah. It's probably his wife. She took him out. She took him out and killed him at the pumpkin farm, buried him there.
We would never know.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, I watched you. I watched your Friday one on rerun today. I always do. I did watch your. You've been putting some good videos out as well, Buck.
Thank you.
Buck's been on a roll.
I know he has. I'd gone downstairs to fill my coffee cup, come back, and something else was there. I thought, what's going on with Buck? He's on a roll.
It's one
The
of these
best-
things that I
The best
realized.
build I quite liked was that Moo house.
Thank you. I like the Moomin house.
I did like building. Look at the build. That build, I must admit, that's something I do.
Well,
I'm liking your Ecto one.
The thing with the Moomin house is it takes a long time to do any of the videos on.
Yeah, it's like anything. I'm in the proceed at the moment working on a project on the layout. It's been on camera when I've done run trains because it's one of the train platforms. But it's not a layout is never going to be finished. We're always going to be adding to it. That's the problem we've got in this hobby.
Yeah, and I don't remember. I think I did, but I don't remember if I showed the chair on the video.
Yes, you did, Buck.
That was a lot of work.
Yeah, it looks it. It looks it. Making anything like that, if it's building it from scratch, I know myself, could I do it?
Well, and the next one, the next step in the build, I have to build another one of them damn chairs. So I'm kind of like sitting back a little bit, going, "Yeah, let's do everything else first." Trying to put the hand together backwards.
Oh, I was just downstairs and I didn't pick up a tub for putting stuff in when I'm cutting off what I don't need. Can't use that one because that's got bits in. I want a box. Have I got one here? Yes, I have. Oops. Got one here with something else in. Put on my shelf. That's what we'll do.
So, hey, Francisco, did we tell you what Steve and I are doing?
No.
So, for Wonderfest this year,
Yes.
which I got my hotel and flights last night.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Oh, speak of the devil. Oh! Sorry, Steve.
Why you kick him off?
I tried to bring him in.
I
you know
can
what?
do that.
Steve can bring himself in. I don't know why we're even bothering. I was just about to tell him about our project there, Steve.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm so excited.
What's your project?
Titan Ross, the guy who started the whole Johnny Five, like modeling thing. He was one of the first ones to come out with models, like 3D printed or resin models or whatever. But Titan Ross is going to be building Steve and I 1/3 scale Johnny Fives.
That feels pretty large.
Yeah, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be epic.
Yep.
I mean, at that point, how far away from you are you from just going 1-to-1?
$25,000 away or more.
Oh, I see. Okay, then 1/3 is the perfect size.
But because it's larger, this time it's gonna have lights and sound. So the lip lights
Nice.
will work, and
Dude.
he'll talk. Yeah,
That is amazing. So it'll be ready by Wonderfest?
that's what he tells us.
Yeah,
One of
that's
them
pretty
will
fun.
be. We're both getting one, but
Yeah.
he had to move his schedule, adjust his schedule because he had 3 in front of us. But he's gonna make it work. Pretty excited. Steve,
Back in a minute. I've got to go and sort something out.
What do you guys think about these little doodads?
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
What is
It's a
that?
tiny Loctite super glue.
Oh,
Oh,
I love it.
yeah.
It's so tiny.
The only problem with those is you probably get 5 or 6 of those for like $5,
Yes.
and you get this, which is like 30 of them for
Yeah.
$8.
Is it
Absolutely.
though? Because if you look at the fluid ounces, those they
This
seem
little
like they
pouch-
have a lot, but they really don't have a lot.
This little pouch is 1 gram. How much is in your thing? This is 1 gram.
1 gram,
Yeah, it says 1 gram, 0.03 ounces.
20 grams.
So that's 20 times more.
Yeah.
Yep.
This thing, this nice big squeeze bottle, it's amazing
Yeah.
and everything. 4 grams.
Oh no, yeah.
That's
See, that's the
terrible.
So
thing.
that's only 4 of these.
See, that's the thing, Todd. Don't buy those.
Well,
buy
I like
this.
I like the applicator, so I do buy
Yeah,
those.
that applicator is
Okay.
nice.
Well, I buy this, which is the whole thing is full of glue, and I'm actually amazed because I'm down to the last drabs of this thing, and I finally had to cut the tip,
Just the tip?
just the tip. So, Gordon, this is what I'm building. It's a Lindbergh. It's for the Halloween group build. Not an official build, just something to build for Halloween. And it glows in the dark.
Glow in the dark.
Hey, that makes things fun.
Alright, so that's airbrush. This I can hand paint.
I'm relaxing.
Good. Sunday.
That's what you're Steve, that's what you're doing today? You're just chilling?
No, I'm taking a break. When we were texting last night, what was it, like 12:30 or something? We had just left here, and we were at the diner.
Oh wow. You had a late night.
Yeah, it's going to be late again tonight, I think, too. But
You got work to do?
yeah, I guess I could have worse problems. But yeah, the orders just keep coming in and in.
What's the name of that website? Mm-hmm. Promote it again there, buddy.
Gravedecor.com.
There you go.
Dooby-doo.
Todd, did you just get a standard room?
I did a standard king, yeah.
Okay.
Ah. I wonder if I can do that.
Hi, Steve.
That was vague.
It was.
Ah, Blue Street Customs, is it?
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Welcome.
Hi, Mark. Never remember his name. I've seen him. He has been in my streams. Called into me a few times.
So this is, see, Todd, this is where I start. I take a really simple kit and I go stupid hard on it.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, I do the same.
Well, this head is hollow.
Uh-oh. Lights!
And it has 2 eye sockets. You know, it's the skeleton head. And it's got 2 eye sockets. And it fits down inside this body that the foot actually attaches to the base. So I think I might have to do lights in there. I mean, I looked at it, and the captain is going to get the skeleton head no matter what. Captain needs the skeleton head. I have to just remind myself every now and then I only have 6 weeks to do this in.
You can do it. You can do it, Buck.
I know.
I've got faith in you. The content you put out there, Buck, you can do it.
Yeah, but what I'm putting out right now is just part works, and those don't take very much time.
No, they don't. They don't.
Speak for yourself.
Although I do, well, some of us just put them together. Others of us take them apart, redesign them, add things that were never supposed to be there. You don't know anybody like that, do you, Todd?
Nope. Don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. That'll work nice. Just got to figure out where to put a wire.
Right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Over there.
No, not over there. It's got to be over here.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's times like this, I think to myself, why do I do this to myself?
Yeah, I do it all the time. I get a kit like these kits I'm building at the moment. I was sent, and I think to myself, why do I do it? But it's the enjoyment.
Well, it starts out for the enjoyment, and then when you figure out how difficult it is, it's like, okay, you will not beat me.
No, I had that with this is only the second time I built another super quick kit. I'm used to the Metcalf kits that I usually build. Super quick kits are not. The instructions are actually on the build. They're not on a separate sheet, so you're cutting into the instructions. So you've got to be lenient what you're doing. It's crazy, but instructions are only there to guide you.
Exactly. They're guidelines.
The guidelines.
They're suggestions.
Yes, they are the suggestions.
This is what we would do if we were putting it together.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you finished your bus now, Buck?
Yeah, it's finished other than I've never printed any decals for it.
Have you seen that one, the open top one Dave's doing? David Vintage.
I haven't because I'm behind on videos, which is
Yeah.
the story of my life.
Yeah, that open top one. It does look good what he's doing to it. He's got another Bedford build. Him and Alex, and Lindsay's build to do another Bedford build. I don't know when. I know they're planning another Bedford build, but I'm not sure when.
I remember when they did that first one, that was really awesome.
Oh yeah. It's still a bit. Lindsay's involved in it. Lindsay's builds is involved in the next one. But we don't know when. I don't know when it is. I have no idea when it is. Why do I start a kit? This will be stuck on my bench now for a couple of days.
You should see how many kits I have around the shop.
When's the
Well,
last time you counted your started kits?
Well,
I can't say much.
adding this one, that should put me up about 17 kits that are in work.
I've got up on the top shelf over there. I have got a kit. I've got the Panther tank that I started building, and I then broke my airbrush. That's how come I decided to get this, the new airbrush that I've got, and I ain't looked back since then.
You can never look back. Always build more.
Yeah, I always build more. You always build more.
Right. What's a window cut out? I'm not cutting them windows out.
Move this bank closer to me. I know what it is.
I tell you now, though, I can't believe how many windows I can have open on my tower. I can have about 5 or 6 windows open. I couldn't do that on a laptop.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yes. It is. It is total. It's a total because my plan is I've got 2 monitors. The third monitor is going to be I can have YouTube on 2, and if I'm editing everything, I can be on a third monitor that will just be purely for me editing side. It will just be when I'm making thumbnails and everything. But at the moment, I'm using just 1 monitor and 1 for watching YouTube at the moment. But it's workable. I'm getting the content done.
There we go.
Where are we
brown
going?
One brown railing.
That's what they call it these days?
A brown railing?
Yes.
Huh. Maybe. All right, that's the end of the things I need to hand paint. It's time to bust out the airbrush.
B. I'm gonna do like that.
All right, where's my latest pile of junk mail?
It's over there.
Why did I start this kit? Don't you just love the hobby?
Oh yeah. Well, I know why you started the kit. It's because you bought it.
Yeah. I didn't actually. I got it sent by a subscriber.
See, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to build those.
Yeah. But to be honest, that's what's kept me going, because I was close to giving up my channel. When my laptop went down, I was close to it. I got these sent to me before my laptop went down. I was nearly going to just not come back. But no, I'm back, and I'm on a lot of power now, and I'm a lot better. So
It's a family affair.
Where's?
1 second. I'll let you in, Mark. Give me a second.
Oh,
Hey, Mark.
hi, Mark.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
How's it all going today?
It's going.
How's it going?
It's going so when I've just decided to start a cardboard kit.
At least your head's not empty like that skull.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not hollow.
And my coffee cup's not hello either. It's got coffee in. So that's fine. I'll probably still be working on this by next Sunday still. Don't know. I'll be on this on the bench. I'm hoping to get. I want those mounts where I can mount me camera higher so we go on a swing mount. I've seen the one I want, but I think I've just spent enough at the moment getting my power sorted. So I think I should be happy I can stream the way I'm doing.
Everybody's just recuperating over here after that hurricane.
Yeah. Did you stay safe from it? It looked like it was bad for you.
It wasn't too bad. We got a bunch of downed trees and stuff, so it wasn't too bad. Yard's a mess, but lost power pretty much all day Saturday. And all day Saturday, I have an LED just up top here, one LED strip, like it's a 3-pod LED. And I hooked it up to a car battery that I grabbed out of the shop. And that's what I used. I built pretty much an entire model in the dark. No air compressor, no airbrush. I used aerosol cans and hand painting. And this is where I'm at so far.
That's awesome.
Oh, nice. Oh.
So I've got the lower half. I've got the upper half. And then I've got all the axles are built. They're ready to go. Everything's all bright yellow and green shocks, whatever. Everything's all hand painted. The body is primed. The wheels are done.
I'm gonna be. I don't know if you've seen the new airbrush I've got, Mark. I've got a new airbrush. I'm actually bringing a video out tomorrow of my airbrush setup. I've got a new compressor. Well, I've got a compressor for my airbrush setup. I'm setting up. It's a side-mounted airbrush. Oh, get it again. It's not wrong with it. I did show it on TODD on this stream before.
I tell you, yesterday would have been a nice day to have one of those battery-operated ones.
Oh, yeah. That's what I started off with. And now I've gone for this.
Nice.
Side-mounted. It's got a side-mounted one on it. And it's got the glass jar as well. It's got a 2 mil needle, 5 mil
That
needle
should be a good one.
in it. Yeah.
I just got a cheap airbrush from Amazon.
This was free, but it didn't come from Amazon. I liked that one on Amazon. That one on Amazon was close to 50 quid. I found it on Temu for 30 quid. I got all the chambers. And quickly things. There's me water chamber. I've been out. I've gotten everything the way I should have.
Yeah, those water separators are nice to have.
Why isn't that one though? Have you seen it, Steve? And Mark, look at the size of it.
Yeah,
massive.
That's same. I've got one the same way, same thing.
And they didn't that come off on it. That didn't come off on it. Then it came off the filling straight to it. I bought a lot of my airbrush and stuff for it. All my pressure gauges that you'll see in the other video. I've got the pressure gauges on my compressor, but I've been and got extra ones that are on a thingy. I've got the water separator one, an oil, and then I've got a pressure gauge to tell me what pressure I'm spraying at. I've been out and gone the full hog with it. I've just got to get a proper airbrush paint booth now. I'm only using a cardboard box at the moment, but it's not that bad because I'm only using acrylics. But if I want to go the paints I'm planning, because my plan is I want to go outlaw paints because they've got the rail match colours. They've got the railroad colours and the outlaw. They look decent paints. I've seen a lot of people with them using them.
For you, it's probably not too bad to get those paints price-wise.
Yeah, well, they don't those outlaw paints don't come to us until November after Telford. Because Reebok, James, model offer that's going to be stocking them. Reebok. I'm already looking. I've already looked, but at the moment, I've even took my bank cards off Amazon because my bank card's been maxed out as it is, just sorting the tower out. So I thought, enough's enough. I need to take a back seat for a bit and sit for a bit and just get the content going back out there and just keep going with stuff. So at the moment, I've got enough to be getting on with.
I go to my Napa supplier, and I pick up a lot of my paint there.
Yeah, well, I'm only my airbrush. At the moment, I'm only going to be using acrylics, but I'm going to make my own airbrush thinners. I've watched a video on how to you can make them with dead and easy. I'm not going to make the airbrush cleaner because I've got the cleaners cheap enough to stop getting dry tip as well. I used in the paint. I used another half ringing me. Are we watching that video film? Should we wanted to watch that film tonight with her? Speak of the devil. Yeah. It starts at 10:30, so I think she wants me to watch that film with her. I don't mind. I'll watch it with her. She's dead happy. Been in the hobby room most of the day, so yeah. It was nice being up here modelling with you for a bit. You're not working on anything, Steve?
What's that?
Steven's like he's doing research.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. She's wanting me to watch the film. She's already just texted me. Are we going to watch that film?
Don't get her upset.
Yeah.
No, it's never good to make them upset.
Nope.
Exactly. That's what I did say to her. I was streaming myself, and then I said to her I was going on your panel for a bit. I made a start on it, so I know which direction I'm going with it now. Yeah. So thank you for letting me come up for a bit, Todd.
You bet, man.
Yeah,
Thank you for joining us.
You'll probably. I'll be back.
Thanks for coming.
Now I've got an internet, me computer that works brilliant. I'll be back to see your streams on a Sunday. Not a problem.
Sounds good.
So you have the rest of the good day. See you. I'll look out for your video whenever. Buck, seeing as though you're on a high with your videos.
Buck's on a roll.
He is. Buck is on a roll. Buck's on a complete roll. And I'll see you again. I can't see who's next to me. I've got Mark next to me, and then I've got someone else, and I've got Steve above, Man Cave. And then I've got Todd in the corner. But Todd's always in the corner. Todd likes being in the corner.
It's because
Nobody
people
puts
keep
Todd in
I'm
the
the only
corner.
one that stays here because everybody keeps popping in and leaving, and then it keeps moving me up to the left. So here I am.
Yeah, exactly. But thank you for letting me on, and you have a rest of the good stream. I have given it a thumbs up as well to help your analytics on it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
No problem, Buck. You have the rest of the day, and I'll look out for your videos coming out. I'm getting Paige. I'll have to go before I better keep her sweet, otherwise I'm going to give you in the doghouse. You take
All
it
right,
easy. See you again,
Take-
Steve.
Take
ya.
care, Lee.
Bye.
Have
See you
a
later.
good night.
Will do.
Come on. Yeah, once I'm done
Reminds me.
building, and painting all this stuff, then I've got the pain in the ass part to do of this kit.
You mean you haven't got to the pain in the ass part yet?
No, I'm dreading it.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a problem.
I'm wondering how this is going to work out. I'm putting a light colored paint over top of the glow in the dark material.
Should work fine.
It should.
So we've only done the
Did for me.
first third of the first third of the hull. Painted these. That'll get me maybe halfway. Woo! I don't think we're gonna run. I think we're gonna run out of the old Titanic anti-fouling. Boo!
Have
Do
to
you
get some
know
more.
the
You can't buy it.
Do you
It
know
only
the
comes in the Titanic
Jurassic-
paint set, which they don't make anymore.
Do you know the Jurassic Attack monster truck kit?
Yeah, I've seen somebody build it before.
That's what I'm working on.
Oh, cool.
I'm
Good
not
night,
looking
Lee.
forward.
Nightly.
I'm not looking forward to the decals.
They look really sharp if you get them done right.
Well, that's why I primed the body black, because holy hell, the decals have black lines all through it, right? So if there happens to be a slight gap somewhere, then you're just going to see a black line, which would match the rest of the kit or rest of the decals.
What you studying, Steve? You look deep in thought.
Cameras.
You're looking at cameras.
Mm-hmm.
You don't
Needs
need
more
more cameras.
cameras.
You have like 7 of them.
These are the
Are you-
decals for them.
Wow, that's a lot of decals, and they're big.
Yeah, and they've got to go on this.
He's looking on them.
Oh boy.
Hey, Todd,
There's
Yes, sir.
a lot of shaping. A lot of shaping's gonna go on.
how close is that to your anti-fouling red?
That looks like pink. This is more of a salmon color.
Okay. Because what you might want to do is reach out to Scale Colors. This is from his Titanic Colors kit, and it needs to be mixed pretty bad. It's separated.
Yeah, that's pretty pink too. Yeah, this is more of a salmon. I have a second bottle of this because I bought 2 Titanic kits because I knew this wasn't going to be enough, but I'm afraid the second one's not going to be enough either. Because this is I've only painted the first third of the hull. This is the
Ouch.
basically going to bring me to halfway. Well, maybe. There's a little bit left in there. Maybe. I'll just have to be judicious. Steve, are you looking at new cameras? Are you upgrading? You are, aren't you?
Again.
I see that look on your face. You're like, oh, I could shoot in 4K now. Oh.
I can now. Both these camcorders are 4K.
Oh.
But the problem is the switcher is only HD.
You don't
Supposedly
need 4K.
Yeah, so supposedly HTM's coming out, or Black Magic rather, is coming out with an HTM 4K. So
Yeah, but you don't need it. Stop. You don't need it. Calm down. You don't need it.
Let the man
You
do
need-
what the man wants to do.
He has better things to spend his money on, like a Johnny 5. Katrina wants a full-scale one, so get to work on that. That's what you should be researching. Go to Input Inc., start getting to work. You know what I need that every hobby person should have is a hairdryer, and I don't have one here. Dry this paint a little quicker.
Just put it in front of the wife and let her talk.
you should get a no, what do you call it? Heat gun like they use for surface mount soldering. Variable heat.
Just get one of these.
No.
Literally, it's a
You can adjust,
butane.
you can adjust
No,
the
that's
airflow
too-
and everything.
That's way too hot. I need something that's like 100 degrees, not 300, 400, 500 degrees.
Oh, it's Sparta.
You need a hair dryer.
Mm-hmm. Ironic, that's what I said. Thanks, Steve. Why don't you
It's
Amazon
not.
me a hairdryer?
Well, now that I said it,
You'd always just get a hot air blower.
yeah. Where is
I
Ian?
picked one.
Ha!
I picked one of those up, and man, it works good.
Why'd you guys laugh when we asked about it?
It's not as hot as like a heat gun.
Blow air on it.
Doesn't quite do what I want it to.
Filling out divorce papers?
Now look,
Never. He'll never find another Andrea.
huh?
He'll never find another woman like that.
No, I would.
Made it terrible.
I wouldn't even try to move her along. I want her to stay with me forever.
Yeah. He finally found somebody who put up with all the Buck's shit.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, what do you mean finally?
Ha!
Finally, like what? It's
Since you
2023
were a
now,
kid.
so let's call it almost 34 years.
Nice.
Since you were a kid.
Congratulations, Buck.
You've had so much time to like perfect your shit giving too. And here she is, still along. Good for her.
Yep.
See that stash
What you should
ad
be
that the
looking
wife
up is
brought?
all that stuff you're going to do for your flux capacitor. That's what you should be studying. Where am I going to get some
I
old
I was
gauges?
doing that yesterday.
Some old gauges from eBay, you know, some old bits and
Oh, I
pieces.
got all the old. I got tons of stuff like that.
See the stash ad that the wife brought home for me?
What's that?
Did you see that stash ad that the wife brought home for me as a surprise?
No.
brought home the 67 Impala for me, 69 Cougar Fastback,
Oh,
and then the Jaguar XK E-Type, and then what is it? The red Chevy stepside truck, and the hell was that? The B25J Mitchell.
well, that'll keep you busy.
Yeah, didn't even know it. She just shows up. Says, "Here you go."
You know, Steve, I got last time I got a King Suite when we were at Wonderfest.
Yeah.
I don't even know why. With your room, nobody spent any time. I had an extra whole other section of my room. I had like a little table and chairs around it and all this stuff. I'm like, why did I pay for this? We all hung out in your room. So I'm like, that was a waste. So I just got a regular King this time.
Yeah, I'm sure we're going to do the same thing this year.
And I should be there Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, we're getting in Wednesday.
Are they? When are they? I want to do that paint class. So when they when they open it up, let me. If you see it, let me know. I want to register for that.
Yes,
These?
yes.
These?
Yeah. Really?
These? All right. Looks like I got to do some work, huh?
Work. That's a bad word.
Who the hell's swearing?
I think it was Steve.
There's none of that talk on this show. I want one of those airbrushes. That's the trigger style, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Grex.
Yeah. I wish I could
thing.
afford one of those.
They are not cheap. But I figured
know.
out how to finally just spray Model Air right out of the bottle. More
High pressure?
Yep, 25. Because I normally I used to shoot my Tamiyas at like, I don't know, 16 to 20, somewhere in there. Maybe even less.
Yeah.
But this stuff, you just blast it. It's good. It's fine.
I mean, I was taught how to use an airbrush, right? The dual action, top trigger airbrush. But I'm an auto body guy by trade. So what did I always use? Primer guns, paint guns, clear guns, and they're the normal trigger. So
Yep.
I'm used to the trigger, and I like the trigger.
To me, it's just this is just way more comfortable. I have the
Oh,
pencil
yeah,
guns. I have pencil airbrushes too, but this is just way more, and I can be much more fine with my trigger control than doing
Oh,
this.
by far.
This is not comfortable. Doing the whole thing where you're running the finger across. This is not comfortable to me. This is way more comfortable.
Yeah, by far, it's way easier to control. I'd use my touch-up gun, but that's the hell tip is that? That's a 1.8 needle in that.
Holy, that'll go through pink quick.
Well, it's a touch-up gun meant for doing auto body, not
Yeah.
models.
Yeah, no kidding. I have a 0.3 and a 0.5. This is a 0.3, but the 0.5 with like a fan tip. At that point, I'm just like, I should just use an aerosol can,
Yeah, I use a 0.5 cone.
There you go. She's done.
Look at that. Now, did you paint it yet, or you still got to paint it?
I haven't painted it yet. I just wanted to finish assembly to make sure I like the way everything looks.
That looks like it has lots of fragile parts.
It's surprisingly good. The wings aren't mounted yet, or the solar panels aren't mounted yet. They're just sort of press fit right now. So I got to glue those in. But I want to see how it sits on the mount itself.
Yeah.
Before I decide what angle I want the panels at.
I wonder if the solar panels would look good with like a light panel liner, almost like a black
Probably.
wash, just to bring in the details, and then wipe it
Yeah.
off so the blue shows through again. I like
Probably.
that blue. That blue looks good. I like that. It's a nice touch.
Thought I'd try out this Tamiya sparkling silver. First time I'm using it, and I'm actually liking it. It's almost like a polished stainless, almost. Not quite chrome.
Oh, you know what? I could have washed my. I could have washed my benches while I was waiting for this to dry. That's right. I can do that now while the.
Yeah. Seat is painted.
Donnie should be here.
He's not working today, is he?
No, he never shows up on the Sunday stream. He claims to be killing his grass. Even in the winter, he kills his grass on Sunday.
What do you think of that? How's that look?
Nice. Is that the silver you just did on the buckles?
Yeah.
Nice.
Todd,
Yes,
Donnie
sir.
should be Donnie should be here. Look what I just did.
You
Wait,
did an
wired up a
LED.
resistor. Or wired up an LED.
Wired up a SMD, for me, a very small SMD. I've had these for years, and I was like, yeah, I'm never going to use them because I can't get them to solder. I just
Look
did.
at you.
And now you
Trying
did.
new stuff. Good job, bud.
But I have a feeling I might need one on each side. I'm doing an awful lot of work for just this lantern.
See? It's always about making it more complicated than it needed.
Exactly. If it's not more complicated, you need to do something about it to make it more complicated. I'll be back because my handy drill's in the other room.
And I'll be back because I need to make some coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah, it's 2:30.
The Devil's Brew.
The Devil's Brew. Absolutely.
Couldn't even do that yesterday.
Oh, I bought myself something nice while I was at Michael's getting some craft supplies.
Yeah.
I got a drafting pencil. Fucking love these. Like big fat 2mm lead.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love using these. I wish it was all metal body, but at least this part down here is actual metal. No erasers because
Use them all through high school and drafting
yeah,
class.
me too. I fell in love with them in my drafting class.
Yep. You get the special sharpener for it too?
I'm gonna order that off Amazon. They didn't have any there at the store, but I did get myself some nice like artist erasers. So yeah, I do a surprising amount of like paper CAD essentially when I'm like building net new stuff. So
yeah,
I think it'll be nice to have.
Yeah, I love those pencils.
All right.
Okay, now to glue myself to the model.
There you go.
Best way to do it.
Isn't that why you use super glue?
That's the only reason. All right. This thing is about worthless.
Alright, now I'm done with the sparkling silver. Oh, it's almost time to marry the top cage. I'm trying to avoid the decals, especially on here. We want to keep it somewhat PG.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
we give up on that about a half hour in, so
Or whenever I'm working on the bus.
yeah. When he's working on the bus, I never heard Buck swear so much. It was amazing.
No, I'm kind
I
of
swore so
impressed
much-
with myself.
I swore so much even
Thing.
Todd was embarrassed.
Yeah. And honestly, I'll swear all the time. I don't care.
No, I'm pretty impressed with this kit, considering I built most of it by like a little LED light and a car battery. No airbrush, no freaking no paint booth. So it's okay, a little stinky in here, but I don't care. My hobby room, don't like it, get out. It's kind of nice going back to, in a sense, old school every now and then. You know what I mean? Like spray cans, hand paint.
Building models in the dark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
But still, it brings you back to doing it old school, right? Forcing you to use an aerosol can and, you know, hand brush everything else. Instead of trying to airbrush everything, mask it all. The only thing I'm going to use the airbrush for is when the decals are done, so I can clear coat it.
So I'm sitting here messing with this SMD, and I just had the thought of, it's an infrared SMD. Why don't I use resin?
Why don't you use resin? Always use resin. Use it every time. All right. Ooh. What's going on here? Where's that coming from? This thing? Now, we'll do the black, then the chrome.
I'm trying not to do any extra on this, like fuel lines, brake lines, all that stuff. In a sense, what do they call that? Box stock, I guess. No customizing.
I don't think any of us do a whole lot of customizing styrene kits or car kits.
Oh yeah.
This should be interesting.
Crap. That didn't work. I blew up the LED, I think.
You know,
Too much power. Too much power.
you've done this so often, you would think that you got that all figured out by now. You wouldn't blow
What,
up
how to blow up
LEDs.
LEDs?
No, I that you would stop blowing up LEDs.
But I'm good at it.
Well,
Got to
I mean,
do
I
what
get-
you're good at.
I guess if you're going to be good at something, you might as well go all the way.
Exactly.
Well, I didn't hear an ambulance, so it didn't blow it that bad.
No, it just. The problem is I didn't have a resistor on it. I had the power supply turned down to about 3 volts, and I turned on the power supply with the power hooked up. So, little glow, gone.
Oh, Todd, you'll be happy to know. I
Yes,
have I've restarted my rock band career.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Did you find some drums?
I got the professional drums, so it's the 3 on the bottom and the 2 snares, or the 2 cymbals,
Excellent.
and I have 4 guitars.
Excellent.
So ready to go.
I'll be your drummer anytime. Let's go.
Perfect. Yeah, next time you come over, we're gonna have a blast.
I haven't played Rock Band in ages.
Me either. It had been a really long time, and my girlfriend's kids were like, "What's rock band?" And I was like, "Oh my god, let me show you."
Let me introduce you.
Yeah, they love it.
This really cool game from the 90s.
I never did the rock band, but did all the Guitar Hero.
They're interchangeable in my head. I'm sure back in the day I had a preference. I don't remember what it is now.
Whichever one had the songs you liked the best.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which nowadays, that's not a real thing. You go online and you download this game called Clone Hero, and you plug in via USB your controllers to your computer, and you can just put any song you ever want. It's great.
That would be cool.
That's how I'm doing it.
It was funny because I remember Nicholas would get like 250, 300 notes in a row correct.
Yeah.
And not on easy level, on the hard levels.
Heck yeah.
I
Nicholas
couldn't do expert.
Nicholas was an interesting kid to raise because he taught himself how to read, so he could read the instruction for game manuals.
Nice.
He didn't, it wasn't one of these things of what's in it for me. He knew what was in it for him.
Yeah.
I could never do the expert because my pinky wouldn't work right for the last button.
Yeah, the dreaded orange button. It's a pain in everybody's ass.
let that dry for a bit. Oh. I don't want to do decals. 59 Impala is coming along nicely. Or 59 El Camino, I should say, not the Impala. I want the Impala. Someday I'll find one that I can afford.
All right. This super glue is not doing a good job. What's the nuclear option?
Well, what kind of plastic is it?
PLA, poly vinyl acrylate or whatever.
Oh, I thought super glue
Polylacto
could be used
acid.
on that.
You know what I use
It
on
is.
that stuff?
What?
I go to the hardware store and I pick up the ABS glue for gluing ABS plumbing together. Works
Yeah, but
perfect.
CA should
Okay.
work on fine on ABS. But if
Yeah,
it's a styrene,
It does. But
CA is not
I
great
find
for styrene.
ABS has too much oil in it, or PLA has too much oil in it, and it tends to want to let go sometimes.
Yeah, that's sort of what I'm experiencing right now.
Yeah.
So I think what I'm going
And
to do
with
is
the
just
ABS
layer
glue,
in.
It don't give
Yeah.
ABS glue don't give a shit. It melts it, and it's it. That's done.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to layer in some more super glue and then let it sit for the, like 20, 30 minutes at least without disturbing it. Because I moved it and I like nudged it a little and I bumped it. So I think I'm just going to let it actually sit and set before I continue to mess with it at all.
Looks good, Buck. You're muted.
You're right, I was. That's the effect I was looking for.
There you go.
Yeah,
That looks good.
What is
I'm gonna
that?
do
5
something
mil or
fun
3
with
mil LED?
Oh wow.
That's a 3 mil straw hat.
Yeah. UV light.
Yep. I think I need to dig it in a little bit further and then find out that I've gone too far so that I have to back it out and glue it on here to where it'll actually go. Give me the effect I want.
Use a 4 mil drill bit, and it acts like a countersunk for it.
Actually, I've been just using the file to get it there.
Yeah, but you use a 3 mil drill bit for the bulb itself, but that little shoulder that's on the bulb, I use a 4 mil drill bit and just countersink it by hand, and it seems to flush it in almost perfectly.
Yeah, that's actually gonna go down into the plastic here on the base.
Yeah. Okay.
Once I can get the straw hat in there, and if it's still got the same effect, then I worry about getting this onto the base, because I can literally cut the whole square out.
Do you sand your LEDs maybe with like 400 grit?
I do usually. Not there yet.
Okay. Yeah, because I find that helps distribute the light more evenly.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if I wasn't looking for the glow effect to really distribute the light, you just stuff some fiberfill in there.
Yeah.
I have my lifetime, your lifetime, Cisco's lifetime, Todd's, and Steve's lifetime supply. I have 2 10-pound boxes.
Of what?
A fiberfill. My wife was
Pillow
going to make
stuffing.
pillows at one point.
Pillow stuffing.
Yeah. She was going to make pillows
go
at
to
one
the-
point and never did.
Yeah, you go to the cheapest store you can find to buy pillows, pick up 2 or 3 pillows for like $5-10, and away you go.
Oh no, this stuff we bought had to be in like 93 or 94 in Germany
Oh,
on
okay.
base. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you can find pillows in a dollar store, they use
Yeah.
the cheapest polyfill that you can, and it's so clear and see-through, but it's so diffusing. It works great.
That
Looks good,
is
Todd.
perfect.
Just that's I always put a little sepia liner, like a wash,
Yeah.
brown wash, and in there to pull out the slats so you can see them a little better.
Yeah.
Now I'm just waiting for this black to not be glossy anymore. It's not shiny. I'll paint it right
Shiny. You like shiny.
I need a couple more 1, 2, 3 blocks once I can afford them. They work so good for everything. But I got to get a set that has no holes in them, because these ones all have the hole. What is it, 32 hole or whatever it is? But I need a set that has no holes. $31 on Amazon for a set. Could be an asshole. Go get a job at a machine shop for like a week or two and make some disappear.
Borrow a couple. There you go.
Yeah, and then quit.
All right. The solar panels on this side
Yeah.
still have this, like, see this white shit?
Yep.
No.
Like the finish isn't even.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Where'd
blotchy.
my mouse go? I'm gonna make you big real quick, Fences.
Oh yeah, do it.
Ah! Ow! 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 Ow!
no.
Ow! Ow!
Todd hurt
Sure.
himself.
Careful,
Oh.
Todd. That mouse bites.
No,
See,
the mouse
these
is
are
right
all-
next to my compressor, and the compressor's very hot.
Oh my god, yes, your compressor gets very hot.
Anyway,
So
go
these
ahead.
panels are all like have an even, consistent sort of sheen to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These will look all blotchy and crappy because this printed on this was the print bed. So these are artifacts from the print bed.
Oh yeah.
So you take one of these or some sort of hot device, get it heated up. This is a butane one, so you have to actually spark it. And then it works essentially like a magic eraser once it gets up to temp.
Yeah.
Come on. There we go.
You do,
And it just
you do the
gets
same
rid of
thing
all of
with
it.
the. Yeah, you
Oh,
do the
wow.
same thing on with a blowtorch on black plastic on the cars.
Absolutely. That's the best way to bring it back to life.
You should put a tiny little solar cells on there and have it power lights.
I
Yeah,
should.
no shit, eh?
And some of my other kits actually
Put real
have
solar
done
panels
that.
on it.
But for this one, this is probably good enough. So I think, we were talking about doing like a Christmas build. I think for my Christmas build, I want to do the one of the Mars rovers. And
That
if I
works
do that
phenomenally
one,
well.
oh yeah. This is my little secret for getting rid of the crap from the print bed. Just a little bit of heat, and it literally functions like a friggin' eraser.
That is cool. See, I've never printed with filament, so
So for some of the guys out there that are like using 3D printed models, if there's a sheen on it you don't like and you want to make it even, just use heat. And there you
What is
go.
that, a soldering gun or?
This is one of my favorite things. It's a Blue Point Yak 10, and it is a cordless refillable butane-powered soldering iron with a bunch of different tips, but it also has a little heat gun tip and a blowtorch tip. And like a cutting tip.
looks
can
like
get
you
these
definitely
on-
use the hell out of it.
Oh, I love this thing. So they don't make these anymore. They were resold by Snap-on at some point. That's why it's in a red case.
Yeah.
But these were made in like I think the 80s or 90s. You can't get them anymore. So I have a constant alert on eBay. Every time one of these comes up, I buy it.
So Snap-on
Yeah,
didn't
I've got
replace
a whole
everything?
bunch of. I got a bunch of Blue Point tools.
I love the
So
blue
do I.
stuff. This one, specifically the Model Yak 10, comes in this case, and I use it. I find uses for it everywhere. So 3 good soldering irons. The blowtorch one is kind of fun because it actually does like function. And look at the tip; it's a blowtorch.
Yeah.
I've
got one
use this
similar, but mine's like a 90-degree style one.
Yeah. It has the sparker in the cap, and then it just closes up, and it's a pen. There you go.
Oh, I want one.
They're so fun.
Oh, he's
They
searching.
were,
for
they
one
work
right now.
great. My
And it's
my
this
Blue
one little
Point
case.
one, my stand-up torch
Steve
one,
Steve
like
is shopping.
similar to that.
Uh-huh.
I think it's like 20 years old now, and it's still going.
That's This thing's got to be like I said, 80s, 90s maybe, and they just. I've never broken one. I've only lost them. That's why I have to keep buying them because I lose them because they're actually kind of portable.
Yeah.
Well, it did say it was cordless, you know. So
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
So
I do
I
like
tried
Snap on
to
cord
have
one.
one in my tool bag.
They don't make that exact one, but they still make some pretty good butane ones.
So I've tried a bunch of the other ones, cheap ones, expensive ones, and there's something about this form factor that I really like. So yes, you can definitely buy them now. I like all the tips that this one has on it, and I just the sparkers in the cap, and that's sort of a little ease of life thing that a lot of the other ones don't have. So, anyway,
You know what
all right,
it
you
is
can
that
be big man.
everybody. You know why everybody likes that one?
Why?
Because they've made they made that one too good, so they dumbed them back a bit, so that they'd actually break
Yeah.
and fail after a while. And that's why
Maybe.
they quit selling those ones.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, I find that all the time. It doesn't matter what brand it is. All of a sudden, here's a tool that's 45 years old and it's still going. But if you try to buy that exact same tool from that same company, it'll break in like a year and a half.
Yeah. All right, D-Big Me. I think, done for the day, actually.
I'm almost done myself. I
Yeah.
just gonna paint the chrome on this.
I'm pretty much there too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Woo! Pressure's still hot.
By the way,
Of course
Mark,
it's still hot.
All right, let me
Mark?
get this chrome done so I can.
this is the
Finish up with you
perfect
guys.
drill bit for when you're trying to countersink a LED. Because you
Yeah, I
run
know.
it down until it fits.
Well, my dad keeps taking them from me because he uses them with woodworking and sheet metal.
Yeah.
So every
I
time
have
I
a
go
set of-
looking for mine, I got to go out to the shop and find it.
I have a set of 3 of them that I use anytime I'm trying to get a
Mine are
specific
blue.
size hole.
And mine are Blue Point to begin with, too.
Nice.
I've had them for probably 13 years. And they still
Drill
cut
master.
through everything like no tomorrow.
Drill Master, cheapest ones I could find on Amazon.
Yeah.
And they're about 10 years old. They still work like a champ.
Nice. All right, gentlemen. I am done for the day. I have
What'd you call us?
assembled- Gentlemen. I know. It's a misnomer.
What the hell, man?
Must be nice to be done for the day. It's only 7 o'clock.
Oh, no. Yeah, the girlfriend's kids don't come back till 5. It's 3 o'clock. And the hot tub is at 104 degrees, so I've got plans.
I've been on the go since, 4 o'clock this morning?
Ah,
Because with the hurricane, even in town, the grocery store where the wife works,
Yeah.
when the power went out, they had to empty all the meat coolers and fresh to go, all the, freezers, everything, right? and they went in early this morning to put everything back out on the shelves. So I was up when she got up this morning.
Good.
Actually, I was up a little before her so I could make her coffee and stuff before she left.
Perfect.
Even better.
All right then.
All right, gentlemen. I will see you guys later.
San Francisco.
See ya.
Are we done
See ya.
then? Is
Later.
everybody at a stop? Is everybody at a stopping point?
Yeah, I'm going to throw a little bit of paint on here, and then I'm going to let it dry because it's been a long, rough weekend.
Yeah.
Got my chrome
Tell
light
me about it.
reflector for the next deck of the Titanic done. I got my little benches painted. I got my hull panels painted and satin finished. So that's my hull panels. That's what I wanted to get done. Oh, and my
Looks
railing
looking good so far.
under the bridge deck. So that's it. That's all I need to get done. I will clean the airbrush. I can do that at the stream. So if everybody's done,
Yeah.
Buck, do you want to give me the updates? What do you work? What do you got? What do you got there? Let's see what you've done.
Hang on. Let me clean this brush.
We'll go real quick around the horn here, and then we'll get out of here.
What I really, the only thing I really got done other than painting this base is my LED.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it does look good. Oh, hey,
Oh, yeah.
Donnie's here. Look, Donnie's here. You can tell him all about your E LED.
Well, the SMD I actually burnt out, but I did manage to solder an SMD. Damn it, Donnie, you taught me something.
Ah,
But no, what I got done really was this.
that's awesome.
Well, and then I'm gonna there's a framework around there. I'm gonna paint that black. Hopefully, it will be dark enough that it'll block the light. What I'm thinking, I'm probably. Wow, my headset just told me it's low on batteries.
Perfect time.
Yeah.
Won't
Well,
you use a
what's-
flickering LED, Buck?
Yeah, put a flicker in there.
Now you. Okay, so I got to run one in series with this because I don't have a flickering purple LED. But that's easy enough.
You want purple?
Yeah, because it's glow in the dark. That's why it glows that green.
And he's
I
gone.
want the-
Yeah, I don't think you can get a purple flicker.
No. But what I can do, Steve, is just
Get a blue flicker.
You can get a flicker board.
No, I don't even need that. Donnie and I both. Yes, Donnie taught me flicker magic. Donnie and I both told Dominic the same thing today. I hadn't read that far down. If you take a flickering LED and run any other LED in series with it, all of them will flicker.
That is true.
And my black pearl that I no longer have, I had the flickering LEDs in. I had one flickering LED for each circuit in the belly of the ship, and those were all light blocked off, and all my lights on the ship flickered at different times. Basically, I built a flickering Arduino program and board without the board. So I'm good for the weekend. And yes, Donnie,
All right.
Donnie taught me magic.
Yes, Donnie taught you that soldering SMD's magic.
Well,
But he's not here to show us.
Well, what Donnie taught me truly, and I'm looking, I don't see it. Donnie taught me to use this shit.
Oh yeah. No.
Oh
You
yeah,
have to
yeah.
use-
That's really nice.
You have to use
Yeah.
flux. Flux makes your life so much.
That's what I did. I was using on Friday. I just went straight down the pins with it and then soldered.
Oh, yeah, and I watched that and I was like-
sucks right up. Yep, sucks
Yeah.
right up, just exactly where it's supposed to go. You ever watch those people do like iPhone repair YouTube videos, and they flux the whole board and they just run a heat gun over it, and all the solder just sucks right up? It's fantastic.
I've not seen that.
Or solder paste, where they put solder paste on ICs and stuff, and they heat gun it.
Yeah,
and it just-
SMDs will do that.
Oh.
They'll self-align right with it.
Oh, they suck right up to the board, and they line right to the pads. Oh, it's like
Mm.
magic. Love watching that. Love it. Well, Steve, what did you get done today? Did you get any shopping done? Did you buy anything?
Yes, I did.
What'd you buy?
I found. I don't know how did I do that last time?
Share your screen. Just hit present,
Oh, that's right. It's coming back to me now.
and then you choose what you want to
Share
present.
screen.
And then we can switch
Screen.
into this logo, this thing
There.
right here.
And there we go.
Oh, see? Francisco's got you spending money.
Yep. Snap-on has one.
Oh, good God, that's expensive.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Steve's
but
made
when you
of
got the
money.
magic, when you got the magic of a truck account, you just point and grunt, and they give it to you.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that's true because when I worked at the dealerships, the Snap-on guy would show up. Oh my God, there was a line. It's like people went in, you know, like when you go to an RV show and people would go into all the RVs to look at all the neat stuff that's inside each one, you know? Oh, he would have it open and people just walk through it, and it's like a little
Yep. Friday is our
that's what they are out here.
shopping spree.
Mac Tool, Snap-on tool trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday's
They
a
just show up
Friday's
to
our
shop.
one day. So we go out and do what's new on the truck.
Yeah.
Fancy.
I
All
like
right,
it.
Mark, what about you?
I got a whole lot of hand painting done and slowly
Oh,
gluing
wow,
this
look at that.
chassis to top
Dude,
half
that looks so
to the bottom
that
half.
Looks good. That looks good. I like it.
It's getting there.
Yeah, it's nice.
Basically box stock and built it pretty much in the dark. And painted it in the dark.
That you're gonna have to name that truck Hurricane or Lee. Because you built it in a
Wow.
hurricane.
Yeah,
power,
but it's
no
also
lights.
It's the what do they call it? The Jurassic Attack.
No. You have to customize it now, not
That's
as the
what it
Jurassic Attack, and you got to name it Hurricane,
Yeah, well,
or at least put a decal.
I
Name the
can't
driver
change the
Hurricane.
body. Well, I could change the body because that's what it's supposed to look like.
Just name the driver Hurricane. Put his name above the door.
Yeah,
His name
Hurricane
can be
Lee.
Hurricane Lee. Yep. All
Yeah,
right.
that's what I did when there was no power here.
Well, that is it. I have cleaned my airbrush. I am done painting. We will have to put the Titanic together at a later point. I'll let this dry for at least a day. We'll get out of here. Thanks, everybody, for coming. The one person watching. You know, it's probably Eric or it's Donnie at this point.
Yeah, it's Donnie.
Yeah, probably.
So, until next time, we appreciate you being here. Thanks for coming. And we'll see you on Friday.
Later.
Everybody wave. Bye.
Bye.